Looking for some sweet new wrestling hats? I got you covered. What's going on, wrestling fans? My name is Josiah, and this is a little bit different of a video, but one I wanted to do for wrestling fans, because sometimes it's difficult to find the great hat that just fits your head or to be able to support your team. And here I have so many different hats for some of the top college teams, and they actually come in different variations for your college team. So I'm going to dive into my recommendations. You can get all of these hats on Amazon, and I'll actually have the links to them, direct links, down in the description below. Now, if you do click on this link and buy the hat, it will actually help the channel. So the first hat here is Ohio State. The Ohio State hat, this is from a brand Top of the World, and yeah, you'll probably never see me wearing an Ohio State hat outside of filming, just because I'm not an Ohio State fan. But this hat's really darn cool. Ohio State is this hat is from Top of the World, the brand. You can see the logo right there. And now this hat is 100% cotton, and this hat's a little bit smaller. This is an adjusted, relaxed fit. It's an adjustable fit with a buckle closure on the back here. This is a one size fits most hat, so if you have a little bit bigger of a head, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Next up is Oklahoma State. The Oklahoma State hat is the exact same style as the Ohio State hat. So it is 100% cotton, has this buckle closure in the back, but just a cool logo here. And you can see as I wear it here, it's similar fit to the Ohio State hat, but has a very nice feel to it. If you're an Ohio State or Oklahoma State fan, if you like supporting the Cowboys, this is going to be the hat for you. I really like the orange too. I think it really pops out. I think it's really cool, and it's comfortable on my head at least. Next up, this is one of my favorite new hats, and I bought all these from Amazon, thought it was super cool. This is the NC State hat, and I should mention now that I'm buying them for a price around $13 to up to $20 is kind of my price range. This NC State hat in particular I bought for around $20. Now, prices are subject to change, but this NC State hat is just a really athletic fit, and by that I mean it kind of feels like an, I don't know, Under Armour type material, and that's because it is 92% polyester and 8% spandex. So it has that spandex. It's a very nice feeling hat. Very, very comfortable on my head. I mean, I feel like I could take this out not just to a match, but also to, you know, on a run or something like that. And if I'm yelling and screaming at a wrestling match, may get a little bit sweaty, and that would be totally fine. Now, the other cool thing, I mean, you see the logo on this hat's pretty nice. I also really like this side here, this wolf pack on the side, you can see, and then right here on the back you can have there's the wolf logo, which I think is super neat. So you can wear it forward or backwards, you know, depending on your age, depending on what you're into. But I really like this hat. Now, the cool thing also about this hat that I really like is the memory fit. Now, the memory fit is kind of similar to like a memory foam pillow, how it feels right on your head. It's super comfortable. This comes in many different teams styles, and for your team comes in you know, has the rating on the side here. Really neat. Highly recommend this hat. Next up is Nebraska. The Nebraska hat is up next. Now, this hat has a different feel to it from all the other ones, and that's because it has a little bit of wool in it. It's 80% acrylic material, 20% wool. I bought this hat for around 15 bucks straight off of Amazon. Same brand from Top of the World. Really cool hats on Amazon. This hat, nothing crazy about it. In the front, you know, you have the Nebraska logo, which I really like. This is the premium collection from Top of the World brand, and this also has the memory foam lining. So this is something that I could not recommend enough, is this memory foam lining. Now, this is a one size fits most hat. Again, it stretches pretty nicely, and what I love here also is the back. This Huskers right here, right on the back. I just absolutely love that type. I love that font. I think it's sweet, and as you know, not necessarily a Nebraska fan, I have really enjoyed the team this year, really enjoyed watching them, maybe wearing this hat a bit more this season. Next up is another Big Ten hat, and that's the Iowa Hawkeyes. That's right, the Iowa Hawkeyes hat. I've got it on right here. This is similar to those first couple of hats that I have, the Ohio State hat and the Oklahoma State hat from Top of the World. It has the buckle closure on the back, so you don't have anything cool on the back like some of those other hats, but it's still very, very nice. This is a one size fits most. Again, a little bit smaller, but you know, if you have a massive head, it's probably not going to fit you, but for my size head, it's pretty darn nice. So that's the Iowa Hawkeyes hat. Next up, we have Cornell. Have you ever heard of it? Yeah, Cornell. I bought this hat for about, I think this is a little bit more expensive. It was like $22. This is actually from a different brand, from Zephyr. I was trying to find a decent Cornell hat. I like some of them, didn't like others, but this hat I actually do enjoy. This one is 100% cotton with a double ring closure in the back. Again, a one size fits most. This hat's a little bit bigger than those other ones, as far as I'm concerned, as far as how it feels. It feels pretty nice if you're a Cornell fan, which you got to get into Cornell wrestling this year. They have such a solid lineup. I recommend that you buy this hat straight off of Amazon. The next hat is Penn State. I bought this hat, I believe, for around $15 as well. And of course, this is my favorite hat for my Nittany Lions, the Top of the World brand yet again. Now, this hat's also it kind of reminds me of the NC State hat. It's 50% nylon, 45% polyester, and 5% spandex. So it has a little bit more stretch to it. Now, the back also has that clasp. So you have, you're able to adjust it a little bit more. It's a one size fits most, and it is a moisture wicking hat. And that's kind of what I'm talking about, like with the sweat and things like that. It's pretty darn nice. This is the NCAA adjustable steam turquoise icon hat from Top of the World. Really cool hat. Nothing crazy on the back, but I can tell you that I will 100% be wearing this hat this season. Now, if you're interested in other wrestling related videos, I recommend that you check out this video right here. You're really going to enjoy it as a wrestling fan.